Hey, first grade, let's do our math lesson today. We are working on page 169 in your big math workbook, and this is chapter 4, lesson 5, break apart to subtract. Listen as I read. Tom had 14 pennies. He gave 4 pennies to his sister. How many pennies does Tom have now? Okay, so let's draw 14 pennies. And I know that my tens frame is automatically 10, so I can go ahead and fill in every square. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Tom had 14 pennies. He gave 4 to his sister. So I'm going to circle and cross out 4. How many does he have now? 10. Great job. And remember, you don't have to count. When your tens frame is full, you know you already have 10. Then Tom gave 2 pennies to his brother. How many does he have now? So after he gave 4 to his sister, he only had 10. Then he gives 2 to his brother. So I'm going to circle and cross out 2. How many does he have now? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And remember, anytime throughout this video, you can play and pause as needed. Think about 10 to find 13 minus 4. Place 13 counters in 2 tens frames. So think, how many do you subtract to get 10? 3. How many more to subtract 4? 1. So 13 minus 3 minus 1 gives you 10 minus 1, which equals 9. So 13 minus 4 is equal to 9. Well, let's think at the bottom. What is 15 minus 7? So look at your tens frames. You have 15. We need to take it apart and make 15 minus 7. So we started out with 15. And let's see how many we are going to circle and cross out. We're going to circle this tens frame and cross it out, which is 5. 15 minus 5 gives you 10. But how many do I need to add on to 5 to make sure I subtract 7? 2. Right, so I'm going to circle those 2 and cross them out. So my problem will say 15 minus 5 minus 2. 15 minus 5 is 10, and then we have to drop down the 2. So 10 minus 2 equals 8. So 15 minus 7 equals 8. So let's look at number 2 on our next page, on page 171. What is 14 minus 6? So let's look. 14 minus 6. The first thing we need to do is write 14 minus 4. So we already have taken away 4. How many more do we need to take away to make sure we take 6? 2. Good job. So our first problem should say 14 minus 4 minus 2. 14 minus 4 equals 10. And we drop down the 2. 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. So 14 minus 6 is equal to 8. Look at number 3. What is 16 minus 7? We need to write 16 on the line and cross out this tens frame, which holds 6. So 16 minus 6. How many more do I need to take away to get to 7? 1, right. 16 minus 6 minus 1. 16 minus 6 is equal to 10. And we bring down the 1. 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. Which means 16 minus 7 is equal to 9. Let's look at our last page. Number 4. There are 14 sheep in the herd. 5 sheep run away. How many sheep are left in the herd? So we started out with 14, and 5 sheep ran away. So we're going to cross out these 4 to get down to 10. And we're going to cross out 1 more to get to our 14 minus 5. So 14 minus 5 is equal to how many counters that are left. So how many are left? 9. So there are 9 sheep left in the herd. So remember, you take this first tens frame and cross it out, and that was only 4 counters, and we're trying to subtract 5. That is why we had to take the 1 away in step 2. Look down at number 5, our last question. Which way shows how to make a 10 to solve 15 minus 6? Well, we know 15 minus 5 does not give us 15 minus 6. And we also know 10 minus 5 is not going to equal the same thing as 15 minus 6. So, let's look at our 2 subtraction sentences that are left. 15 minus 5 minus 1. 10 minus 5 minus 1. So, which one would give us 15 minus 6? So, to combine our 5 and 1, that would give us 6. So we could say 15 minus 6 or 10 minus 6, which is the same as 15 minus 6. Right, 15 minus 5 minus 1. Thank you guys for listening and following along. I'll see you later.